There's a difference between empathetic and sympathetic, and when it came to panic attacks, I could only ever be sympathetic until a few months ago. My sister Taylor and I were traveling up until this point of the trip where she went to northern Portugal and I wanted to scuba dive. So after doing some research, I found that Albufeira in the Algarve was a popular place to visit to scuba dive. I talk about it a little bit in my previous video, but it was a pill and a half to get from Ronda to Albufeira. I was so determined to get to Albufeira by Friday night because out of all of the dive shops that I contacted, there were none that had dives on Sunday. So Saturday was my only chance.
If you're from the west side, Cali, born and raised right from the town with the palm trees and good vibes. You know the best ride, soaking up the sunshine. And we hustle cause we tryna live a good life. We on the line, we get the bag and then run it back. And I'm like, ooh, we on the line, we get the bag and then run it back.
I've rewatched this video several times now, and I don't even think I made it down a meter before I felt the urgency to resurface because I couldn't breathe.
Hold on. You can breathe, yes, you can. Close your eyes. Deep breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes, relax.
It took a minute, but eventually I was able to breathe again. And in retrospect, I had a few choices. I could get back on the boat, or I could continue with the dives. But in that moment, there was only ever one option for me. I continued to struggle focusing on my breath and focusing on which way I should direct my GoPro, which didn't even matter that much about 10 minutes in because the GoPro failed without its protective casing. But moments after my GoPro failed to record, we came upon an octopus and it hugged my arm. And just like that, I wasn't worried about my breathing. I wasn't worried about much of anything really. All of my focus went into how cool this octopus felt wrapped around my arm. And how I was definitely going to give up eating octopus right after this trip. And after months, I still don't know if it was caused by the wetsuit being too tight, the water being too cold, stress from the previous day. It could be a combination of things, or it could be nothing. And although I may never know that, I will always remember how it made me feel. And I've learned that these thoughts and feelings don't necessarily have to even make sense. I thought it was very important to have help and discuss what I was feeling and why I was feeling it because it helped me learn about myself and grow as a person. It also still amazes me that in my time of panic and need, as I was all alone in southern Portugal, that I found comfort in strangers. And you might say, well, sure, it's the dive master's job to come and console a diver when they're having a panic attack. But I don't think it is. I could tell you for a fact that it's not, based on my next scuba diving experience that maybe I'll talk about. I think that Tiago is just being an empathetic, kind person, because ultimately it doesn't cost anything to be kind, and hopefully I can be that kind of person if anyone should need it when I'm around. So thanks for watching, y'all. I hope that this video could provide a little bit of insight if you haven't had a panic attack. And if you have, I hope you feel less alone. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Cooey, hi mom!
See, what happened was...
I told her, okay, if you become course director, I become instructor.
I got these yesterday too. I'm not sure how I feel about them, honestly.